Hello? Hello? Is the stream on? Did I? Okay, I turned it on. Okay. Alright. Professional streamer, by the way. Hold on. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a moment, chat. I totally didn't forget to stream or anything like that. I totally just, you know, didn't completely forget to stream all day today. No, that couldn't possibly happen. That couldn't possibly be me. There's no way. There's just no way. Mike's working. That's good. That's good. The day didn't happen. Literally forgot the entire day. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking stream today. Feeling good. I got the whole day ahead of me. This music's kind of loud. It's my usual streaming time, totally. Give me a sec, chat. I'm still setting some stuff up behind the scenes because I forgot to do something. Don't listen to the naysayers. The naysayers being me? The naysayers being me? What do you mean? Is it on yet? What the fuck? That's not me. Now it's me. Alright. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. We good? We good? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. What's good? This is kind of late, but it's okay because I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow until like later in the evening. So I don't care if I wake up late. Yeah, I didn't get the stream time wrong. Time got it wrong. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, chat room. Hold on, can I show you this? I can show you a little bit of this. I can show you a little bit of this, okay? Is OBS working properly? There we go. Okay, alright. Alright, I can show you a little bit of this. I'm not gonna lie. I got so into this idea that, I kind of spent the entire day doing it. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's close this real quick. Lock this in place. It's Jover. Jowarida. Alright. Okay. Alright. Where is my goddamn display capture? There we go. Alright. You might have seen this on Twitter. You probably saw this on Twitter. I don't know. I don't know how often my people see my Twitter. Oh, I forgot to tweet that I'm streaming. I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that after I show you this. I kind of got really into this idea. I was gonna do a game show called VTuber, Fire Emblem, Gacha, or Fighting Game Character. I think I'm gonna do it in like a week and a half or so. But the general idea is, I show you a character design. Usually concept art, usually like an in-game official art or like promo art or whatever. I'm definitely going for a shorter name, no worries. And then the contestants, which isn't going to be any of you. I have some people that are might be interested in participating in this. Are going to guess: is this character a VTuber, a Fire Emblem character, a gacha game character, or a fighting game character? I went in. I got a decent number, a decent variety, you know? I actually was really into this. I'm not gonna lie. I was really into doing this. This was very fun. And I think I should have, like, maybe done it on stream, because it's kind of fun. Just use the acronym. I think I'm gonna come up with a better name after I do it one time. Like, I'm only gonna do this little game show thing once. And if it pops off, if it becomes popular and people like it, I might, you know, come up with an actual working name. But this might just be a one-time thing. Oh man, this is probably my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, VTFE Yeah, I even if it doesn't pop, I had a lot of fun doing it. And I had a lot of fun, like, setting it up and finding characters that'll work for it. Like, this is the funniest character to me. This is the funniest The funniest character to me. Okay. Alright. Pretend... Okay, let's pretend... Okay, we can do this. I have a couple minutes before I want to actually, like, play video games. Let's pretend we're playing the game right now. Chat room. Is this a VTuber, a Fire Emblem character, a gacha character, or a fighting game character? His little, like, lore tidbit is that he is a descendant of an ancient animal tribe searching for his hunting ground, in quotes. Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna give it a sec while I check my emails, because someone just emailed me something important. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, chat room. Okay. This is a gacha game character. And then I'm gonna do this little segment where, if you want, you can try to guess the character's, like, original game and, like, their name, possibly. This is a Mahjong Soul character! His hunting ground ends up being Mahjong. Like, he gets so into Mahjong, he's like, oh shit, Mahjong is my jam. Mahjong is my hunting ground. Like, there's some really weird characters that are like that. There's a whole thing. This is gonna be a whole thing when I actually get around to doing it and inviting the contestants to join me. Yes, that is a Mahjong Soul character. This is a Mahjong Soul character. I'm gonna like this round a lot, actually. I'm gonna like this round a lot. But I have like a whole array of characters, and I've been asking other people to help me out and like maybe you know, give me more character ideas and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We're doing this now? No, I'm just showing you some of the prep work I did. I'm gonna do it in like a week and a half, probably. Give or take a week and a half. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it after my break, and I have some other streamers that like want to participate. So I think I'm gonna ask them first if they wanna do it. And then I'm probably gonna ask around other fighting game players that maybe want to check it out. I have a surprising amount of characters that are like good for this. Like I went through a bunch of Fire Emblem characters, a bunch of gacha game characters, a few fighting. For some reason I couldn't find enough fighting game characters for this, but like every other category had like a pretty healthy selection of characters for it. What is Seijam? I don't think I'm ever gonna get Seijam on this show anytime soon. Maybe like the 3rd or 4th iteration, I might be able to bag him for it, but for this, nah, there's no way. For like the first time, hell no. Where is my Guilty Gear Strive? I'm just gonna play some Strive. If you guys want to come play, I'm down to play some games of Strive. We're just gonna chill out, have a nice chill stream. And by chill, I mean you probably know how my streams normally go. It's not usually, you know, as chill as we wish it to be. You'll message in my server? What is it? What is it? And is it a character for this, like, little game show? Because if it is, I ask people to DM me the character designs so I can, like, try to figure out if they're good or not. Because a lot of characters actually aren't very good for this. A big problem I was having with, setting this, like, little thing up was that, like, sometimes it's very, like, unclear if it's a gacha character or a fighting game character, but it's like very obvious that it's not a Fire Emblem character. You know what I mean? Like, it's very obvious that it's not one of the 4 categories, or 2 of the 4 categories even. Which is like, it doesn't really work for the show. Cause it's like, if you reduce it to a 50-50, that doesn't really work. The character has to be convincingly a part of any of the 4. That's my big caveat for a lot of the characters I'm going through. So I have to like go through and find knight characters, like a lot of characters that have like knight aesthetics, because otherwise they don't fit in Fire Emblem. Either way, you DM'd it. Okay, I'll see it in a sec. You DM'd me like 4 characters. What is it? Okay. Another thing is, it's kind of difficult when a character is like originally from another series and shows up in a gacha game. I said this earlier, but there's like, oh, actually no, I didn't say this earlier. Like, if a character is like from a visual novel and they show up in a fighting game, it's kind of hard because it's like originally it's a visual novel, that doesn't really count. If it's a fighting game character and they show up in a gacha game, I'm gonna count it as they're a fighting game character. If they are, let's see here. If they appear in the Fire Emblem gacha or a fighting game gacha, they're originally from Fire Emblem or a fighting game. Yeah, it like guest characters don't count, and fighting games based on established IPs don't count. I don't want to count those. It'll get too muddled. And like the intentionality, the intent with am I on the West Coast servers? I am. The intent with this is to not like have those kinds of gacha characters. Not gacha as in gacha game. I mean like those kinds of like intentionally confusing characters, and more so just like finding sort of obscure characters that could feasibly be any of the categories. Monster Strike has a lot of collabs. Is there a character that is in all 4? Let me see. Fire Emblem, gacha, VTuber. If there is a Marth VTuber, yes. If we find a Marth VTuber, yes. Actually, you know who's a gacha character, a fighting game character, and oh wait, she's not a Fire Emblem character. I was gonna say Athena Asamiya. She's obviously not a Fire Emblem character. That's kind of obvious. All right, who do I want to play? I kind of want to play some Sin today. I uninstalled a bunch of my mods, so I'm not gonna have that many modded colors. But I kind of want to play some Sin right now. Still his best color. Is there anybody in here? I'm in US West number 2. Sin, more like Bind. I know a lot of people don't think he's very good, but I like him. I think he's fun. I know he's not amazing or anything, but I think he's fun, which is what matters to me. Oh, Doomer Anji wants to play. I'm in West Coast 2 if anyone wants to come raid me or whatever. Not raid, but like find me and hunt me down. Bush Chini 04. Oh, this is Rylan. I'll play you next if you want. Spectacles. You've been learning Faust? Cool. Faust is cool. I don't know what the opinions are on him now. I'm guessing he's no longer loused. I'll get off after a first to 3. Yeah, if we want, we could do like a first to 3, first to 5 rotations. Whatever people feel like doing. I'm not really like... I don't really want to set rules for this stream. This is just a big chillin' stream, you know? I don't even know what the counter hit driver combo is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember this character's combos. We good? You think your buttons are wrong? I was about to say, can I IK you, but I don't think we can do that. We can just like reset the first to 3 after you set your buttons. God, I'm dropping all my combos. This is good. This is a good sign. I'm gonna be a really bad Sin today. Yeah. I think it's a lot better. Not sure how good. I feel like I just read that. That checks out. I know he did get buffed last patch, I think. I don't fucking know, man. I don't play Faust. I shouldn't sit here acting like I play Faust, but, you know. I mean, who's, like, Who's like unusable tier in this game right now? What the hell is happening? Who's unusable tier in this game right now? I feel like nobody's that bad anymore, right? Who's like the big stinkers in the public eye? Who do people think isn't very relevant? I know Sin, people are kind of low on. I know Pot players say Pot sucks. Oh, wait. Yeah, I was gonna play Ryland. Sorry, I was gonna play Ryland. Sorry, Spectacles. I'll play you next, no worries.
Are you ready?
Guilty Gear Strive?
Are you ready?
Guilty Gear Strive? Guilty Gear Strive? I guess while we're here, do you think Bridget would work? I'm thinking about this now. Do you think Bridget would work for fighting game, VTuber, Fire Emblem, gacha? Because I think I can convince non-Guilty Gear players. The thing is, all the guys that are gonna participate this first game are Guilty Gear players. But I think I can convince non-Guilty Gear players that she might be a VTuber and or a gacha character. Yeah, if they don't play fighting games, there's a chance that'll work. I think he's too well known in the fighting game spheres to make it. I don't know, it just like came to mind because like he has a really big puffy hoodie that has like VTuber vibes. You know what I mean? Like a lot of VTubers have big puffy hoodies like that. Cause it's honestly kind of a sick hoodie design. Depends on which Bridget. I feel like if I use accent core Bridget, I can more easily convince people that maybe she's a Fire Emblem character. Maybe. I think the teddy bear is a big giveaway. I think Roger's too much of a giveaway, and I think Roger shows up in all of accent core Bridget or XX Bridget's art, unfortunately. Damn, that hit! I actually didn't realize that 6P would hit. Because she's still that's true. She's like pretty well known outside of the FGC. Woo! Oh, nice. What? Hello? Well, what do I need to do there? What I need to... I guess if it was counter hit... Oh, shit. If it was counter hit, maybe I can use, Elk Hunt. Because if Beak Driver doesn't hit, I don't know what to do. Ooh! I forgot how hard this character can redirect your air momentum. That's tight. I'm getting mixed in neutral. I'm getting mixed in neutral. The power of PPPPPP. Hell yeah. I feel like Guilty Gear characters... The thing is, a lot of the fighting game characters I chose are like pretty obscure. I feel like Guilty Gear as a franchise is one, too distinct with its art style to be confused for Fire Emblem, and two, too well known, especially among fighting game players. Of course, fighting game players are gonna know fighting games. I can't do that. Oh, nice. Oh, damn! I didn't even realize you could special cancel that. Wah! God, I was gonna do that. Nice, nice. She might have a jump cancel here. Nah, we're good, we're good, we're good. I forgot to do the follow-up. I was gonna be like, I'm +8 as fuck. I forgot to do the follow-up. Man. I need to like learn better Sin combos. All the Sin combos I use are like the stuff that was discovered day one. What the fuck? Whoa! I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. All the Sin combos I use are like day one Sin combos. So I should probably like find something better. Nice. I should probably find the better B&Bs. Cause I recognize a lot of the combos I use are like super stamina heavy. This character is funny. Both of these characters are pretty funny, I think. God's feet! God's feet! Oh fuck. God's feet! I actually didn't expect that to... Didn't expect my stamina to recover in time for that. Command throw Kino. You know, I was talking about this earlier. I don't remember where. I think I was talking about this on stream, actually. I didn't realize Bridget players used her, command grab that much. I always thought that was, like, a move that people didn't really, bother with. But it's a lot better than I thought it would be. It's like, it changes her jump arc. Nice. It's a command grab, which is pretty good. Especially for a character focused on low highs. That was a fake meaty. I don't even know if that was a real setup. I would have done that too. Damn it. I think I'm too high. I'm way too high. Holy shit. I could have killed with a OTG there. I don't know what special move would have OTG'd, but I could have killed there. I think he was behind me when I air through, but we take those. Oh, okay, that definitely combos on counter hit. That's good to know. No! I used up so much stamina on that, like, really simple confirm that did no damage. Yeah, my stamina management really sucks. Oh, this 100% hits. Nice. Nice. I'm kind of nice. Just a little bit nice, you know? The streamer says as he hits reversal ride the lightning, which is like a highly expensive and probably not intelligent defensive maneuver. Oh, fuck! Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I have no clue why I just decided to grab on defense there. There was no reason for that. Alright. Watch this, watch this. Watch this chat room. Fuck! Watch this chat room. Don't watch anymore. Watch this instead. Watch that instead. Please watch that instead. Ah.
Best victory ever.
Huh? Whoops. Was that 3? I thought that was 2. Well, GG's, Rylan. I didn't see it. Do it again. Sorry, it's one of those one-time only type of things. That was 3? I thought it was 2-1. That's alright. GG's, Rylan. That was fun. We can play more later if you'd like. I need to figure out what that character does. Bridget scares me. So, like, if I'm not... We're playing the Sin Mirror later? Oh, shit. I'm down. Bridget honestly scares me a lot because I don't know when her setups are fake or when they're just like not real meaties or anything like that. She just moves, and I hit 6p, and I hope it hits her, and it helps me. And it helps that Sin's 6p is like huge. If I just swing 6p, there's a good chance I'll hit you. What's good, Mew? How's it going? He's a menace. I've heard that, but I haven't like played enough Bridgets to really like experience it firsthand. Welcome back to Twitch. What's good? How's it going? I talked about this last stream, but I think I'm gonna stick to Twitch for a little bit. Cause I just find Twitch a little more fun with how chat engagement works and how engagement with other streamers works. Thank God 6K has like no recovery. Oh, nice. But I think I'm gonna stick to Twitch for just a little bit. What do I do in here? Yeah! Intentional baited! Can Sin super cancel RTL from his specials in this game or no? I know that there's a way to Kara cancel your special moves into RTL and Tyrant Barrel. I never learned how to do it. I never learned how to do the Kara cancels. But that's basically how you cancel specials into super. Wait, hold on, I want that trumpet. No, how did you get it? What the fuck? It's like you locked on a trumpet. That was tight. You've been subbed the whole time? Wait, I haven't even streamed in like 5 months. How are you still subbed to me? Keep forgetting chat for people to raid after you stream. Gotta get in the habit. Yeah! I really enjoy raiding. Cause I always raid people I know. And I always enjoy being raided by people I know. I mean, now that I think about it, I usually just raided last Cody, but it was still enjoyable to like, you know, here's my little gang of goons. I'm sending them your way now. I always thought that was fun. I was rated last Cody or RMM, but you know, I'm gonna try to be better about doing that and raiding more people. Now that I'm back. My favorite thing about Sin is you just get to wall break off DP. I don't know how to continue juggles off DP. Like, I'm not sure what the combo is after DP. I think my favorite thing about Sin is you can just keep on fucking swinging. If you have the stamina, you can just keep on going. Like, you can just go ham with this character. Oh yeah, plus frames. Special into cancels that are safe. I can just keep on going. I'm just going ham. I'm just gonna keep on. Yeah. You plink a dash into RTL from the special. Oh, okay, okay. That's a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Sin is like one of the few characters that I actually like use the dash macro for. For Kai, I actually always manually dash. So like it's a bit weird to get used to, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot more helpful to use dash macro. Sid's gonna be really good next patch. He's gonna get the Bridget treatment. I don't think Sin's particularly bad. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of every matchup or anything like that, but I think he's fine. He's like playable, especially at my level, where I just like swing buttons and sometimes they hit. I will say though, did they juice Testament up this patch? I was playing a Testament earlier off stream. They seem very strong. Maybe I just need to like learn the zoning patterns or something, but it's a lot more oppressive than I thought it would be. DP straight into Kara Tyrant Barrel. That sounds hilarious, actually. That sounds really funny.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Tess got juiced.
Instead of reflecting on this,
They seem sick.
the beasts.
Maybe I need to like see more match footage of them. But like, from my very limited knowledge, they seem very sick. I don't even care what your combo is after that. I'm bursting no matter what. I'm just upset. Shit. I'm +8! The most juiced up character this patch is actually Mei. Really? I know a lot of people on Twitter are complaining about Mei, but I don't really participate in Twitter discourse that much. Wow, you're safe? I guess I messed up my punish. I'm not really a discourse kind of guy, so I just know that Mei has a lot of complaints leveraged against her. One of the things that keeps me interested in Strive is that every character feels like they can do it in the right hands. Yeah, I feel like every character in this game right now like feels usable. I don't want to say good because I don't know what the tier list is. I don't know what the competitive level play is, but they feel usable. Like, compared to every other Guilty Gear game, other than maybe Plus R, like, the cast is fine. Especially at my level, where I don't need to worry about incredibly oppressive matchups. Because I can just figure it out. There's probably some aspect of the matchup I just don't know yet that I can figure out. And I enjoy that a lot. There's no like, oh, I'm hard locked out of this right now. Mage just got a lot harder to deal with in this patch. I'm trying to remember what it was. Like dolphins. Dolphins are annoying. I was looking into this like earlier this week actually, because I got curious and I got free time. I say that, but it's finals week. But I got really curious, so I looked up a bunch of tier lists for older Guilty Gear games. And I don't just mean like, oh, Rev 2, Plus R, stuff like that. No, I mean like I looked up tier lists for Slash, for Reload, for X even. And like, some of those tier lists are fucked up, man. Some of those tier lists are really messed up. Some of those games, I don't even understand how people possibly could have played them competitively. Like, have you seen Slash gameplay? Like, there's this, there's apparently this weird, like, internet reputation of Slash being the most balanced Guilty Gear. It's not. It's, like, arguably one of the least balanced in the, X2 series. The only reason people say it's the most balanced is because they, like, heavily nerfed the really annoying characters like Milia. Oh, damn, nice. And they heavily, extremely buffed fair and balanced Kai. Why didn't that wall break? Like, Kai is the best character in Slash by several orders of magnitude. For extremely stupid reasons. And, the bottom tiers of Slash are legitimately unfinished characters. It's so... It's... The gaps are huge. And, like, every time I think about Guilty Gear Strive Discourse, which hits my timeline a lot more often recently, I just think about, like... Some of the old games are even more fucked up. You have no idea. You don't know what you can possibly find in the old games. And it makes me like, oh, I'm okay with characters like Happy Chaos existing. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but like I'm more understanding of it, you know? Okay, for some reason, for the entirety of this round, I was playing through OBS, even though, you know, I could just as easily play through the actual game. It worked out somehow. Maybe my OBS feed is just that good. Speaking of Dolphin, Plus R Bridget, Eevee's horizontal Dolphin could kickstart my heart. Is kickstart? I don't remember how Plus R Bridget kickstart looks. Is kickstart's hitbox really tall? I always thought it was like a low, wasn't it? Missing Link says hello. Funnily enough, Missing Link is not the least balanced Guilty Gear game. At least supposedly. I don't know for sure, because I don't play Missing Link competitively, and I'm never gonna play Slash competitively in my life, because it sounds like hell. Or competitive X in my life. But like, There's a non-zero chance it's not the least balanced Guilty Gear game.
Ever?
Oh shit, that was 5. I didn't realize. Should we keep going? Did anyone else want to play? I probably should have asked earlier. Once I feel like the loss of some of the wackier stuff in Exode. I like Strive for different reasons from the other games. Like, I like Plus R for different reasons from Exode, and I like Exode for different reasons from Strive, right? It's hard for me to like compare the games in that way, even as a spectator or anything like that. Like, I enjoy Exode because it's a lot more fucked up than Strive, tier-wise and matchup-wise. And I enjoy Strive more than the other games because it feels like any character can rock it, you know? Favorite thing about Combo Breaker last year was watching Umisho vs. Lawsol. That was a good set. I enjoyed that set. You'll pull up in a bit? Alright, I'm done. 3 Sage Gems. I forgot I had the mod that covers all of the in-game badges with Sage Gem. It's supposed to be like, don't look at the floors. But I just thought it was funny, so I kept it.
Felt like being EX massive.
Imagine a tall hitbox that sizes Bridges' legs. That makes sense, actually. It makes a little bit more sense. It's a good mod. I forgot that's safe if I don't IB it. I gotta learn how to IB that. Oh, nice. Woo! Nice. I've been told, I don't know how many Tekken players there are in the chat. If there are any Tekken players in the chat, sound off. But I've been told Sin has the Lars problem, where he has pretty good combos and really good corner carry, but his neutral is a little stinky, just a little bit stinky. Cause like Lars in Tekken 7 has really good corner carry and really good reward on a lot of his launchers and pokes. But like actually getting those pokes to land is harder for him than most other characters. Is that true, chat room? Is that an accurate analogy? I don't have stamina, I don't have mana, I don't have meter. I do have meter, but I didn't want to use it. Good tech, holy shit. Oh man, I did the same thing! Fuck! I L-hunted too! Man, I L-hunted there too. Damn it, game. What's the combo after air to air for this character? I'm guessing it involves some sort of air dash cancel. Nice. Oh my god! Nice, I can't even be mad about that. That was what I do, but better. No! Who does that? I would do that. Who does that? I would do that in neutral. I do that. It worked. I got like really upset, but then I realized I would do that too. What a throw! I have to assume that was a read. Go for the corner carry? I say that, but I don't even know what his other routes would be. I only know the corner carry route. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta change the music. I only planned on having communication on for like 2 sets. What a counter poke? Hello? The 5H counter poke? I heard the Alcon voice lines overlap. Oh, that's not a... That's not reversal safe. Okay, okay. I don't know why I'm expecting you to far slash when I know that button sucks. Wait, that beat the burst? Damn. Damn. I'm doing the same thing. Damn. I'm doing the same thing. Damn. I would have done that too. Damn. Oh, this is the Kara cancel you're talking about. Okay, okay, I see. I see it. Nice. Oh my god! It almost didn't kill. It almost didn't kill. I had my hands off the stick. I thought the first hit of RTL would kill, so I had my hands off the stick, and I thought it would just... Next round. Truly a Kai player? Listen! It runs in the I felt like you won. You did that to prove the point. Did that to prove the Kai player analogy. Speaking of Kai, I don't understand why people aren't high on Kai, and I don't mean that as like, oh, I think Kai is really good. I just want to know, why is Kai considered not great? I'm curious. Ah! Damn, nice. That was clean. That was clean. My reactions are getting more visceral by the minute. Is there a particular reason for it? I'm guessing. Actually, wait, no. I had this discussion with someone else. I forgot about that. Fuck. What? Wait, what? Hold on. What the fuck? Why did that work? Why? I should have done it earlier, I guess. I would 100% thought that was gonna work. I RC'd way too late. Feels bad. I RC'd way too late. Oh my god, I'm bugging out on my own stream. What the hell was that?
Victory ever?
That was great. I have no idea why those RTLs didn't hit. I think if I RTL'd a little earlier, it would have maybe hit like before you hit me instead of after I blocked it. Because I think you redirected your direction like before I could hit you. It's honestly not that Kai's bad, it's just everyone's a lot of characters are better, I say. He's just like outclassed, I guess. A little early. Little late. Little late. I mean early. I actually don't know if that was early or late. I went for the grab, but it didn't work. Why did I do that? There was no reason for me to just run in face first like that. I neither pick solo or Kai, but if I want to play with no experience, I go solo every time. When I play someone who doesn't play Guilty Gear, sometimes if they don't even play fighting games, I usually pick like a really hard character. Because I'm never gonna play them otherwise. Like, I'm never gonna play Happy Chaos except against players like that. So that's what I do. I don't know if that's like a particularly unique aspect or anything. I assume a lot of people do it like that, but... Ooh! I'm learning what Sin does. He's going for the throw resets. I see. that. Do I have a dash cancel? I don't have it ready. I never know when the stamina meter starts pausing or when it starts building again. I feel like it's completely random. How will I know when to go in? Oh, okay. All right. It like I thought it would like, you know, not start building again until the combo's over, but it builds in the middle of combos too. Nice. This will catch the backdash. Sin backdash stinks in this game. Sin backdash stinks in this game.
Your burger's mine.
There is no more NT Warrior. We are free. What's good, Nilo Chaos, with the 15 bits? Thanks for the bits. I don't know why there wasn't any, like, bits voice line for that. Do I understand why I say the mirror is clown shoes? Yes, very much so. I think when Sin came out, like when Sin first came out, I did a set of Sin mirrors with Red Welfare Man, and he broke his S button in the middle of the set. I don't remember if I streamed that or if he streamed it, but he literally broke his S button for DPing too hard. Like, in that set. What? Ah, damn. You're kidding. Somebody mind clipping that? That was so dumb. That was like, that shouldn't have worked. That should not have worked at all. That's not even a Sin specific thing. I'm acting like that's a Sin thing. Any character with a reversal super can do that.
Sorry, I guess I'm the grown-up here.
The auto-timed meaty is also pretty good for auto-timed grabs. I understand now. You know, I had a really weird epiphany earlier this week. Or I think it was last week, actually. I had a really weird epiphany. Let me change songs while I talk about this. You know how like I tend to play a lot of strike throw characters across many fighting games. I saw back to Bridget because I just fucking lose control of myself every time I play Sin. He does that to you. He turns people into animals. He does that to me. He does that to you. He does that to every Sin player. It's hilarious how consistently he does it. Like, you just gotta play stupid with this character. You gotta go down swinging. Anyway, I had this really weird epiphany about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. I play a lot of strike throw characters, but sometimes I forget to throw in the strike throw. You know, I keep on going for auto-timed meaties. I'm going for clean pressure, frame traps, all that shit. Throws are important too. Throws are really strong in this game too. Like, throws are mad good. Is this you? Are you Grill? No, you're not Grill, are you, Rylan? No, you're just Rylan. Alright. So, I like, didn't realize that I never go for throw in a lot of games. Like, I straight up just forget to throw people sometimes. So I need to just, like, go for meaty throws instead. You stepped away to let someone else go? Yeah, I believe this is Spectacles. Throws are good. They're very good. What if they're frame 0? I love frame 0 throws. Which is why I like KOF and older Guilty Gears. And a lot of old fighting games, actually. A lot of old fighting games use 0 frame throws. Roximity. I was just talking about throws. What a tech!
An opening. You give me no choice. Faker, what's wrong?
He's not the best at anything in this game except versatility. I think... I don't know if this is just me being Kai-pilled or whatever, but I think, what a punish. I think, people really discount how good 2S is. Now that Nago 2S is nerfed, Kai 2S is basically Nago 2S again. Like, I never realized how fast Kai 2S is for a button of its size. And the fact that it's a low. And how fast it whiffs too. Like, it's really good. What a meaty? That was... I've never seen that meaty set up before. That's sick. That anti-aired the low crush. What the fuck? Like, yeah, I get that Kai isn't like amazing or anything, but his buttons are really good. I think I got hit by this. Oh, are you gonna RTL? No? I'm nice. I'm nice. He's a very strong character, but you have to be good at a lot of things in order to play most effectively. I sort of mentioned this earlier, but I did, like, talk about this with someone else who probably, like, keeps up with, competitive Strive a lot more than I do. Like, as much as people joke about Stun Dipper RC, he doesn't really have, like, as oppressive of a fuck neutral I'm going in button. As a lot of, really strong characters probably do. So, like, he has to play clean. Or, not like super clean, but like clean enough. I've gotten to commentate a good number of matches for maybe the best Kai in North America. He uses every tool in that character's kit. Damn. Pulling out exactly the right time. When you say it like that, I get what you mean. He is pretty versatile. And there's a lot of stuff that I like to use that I understand I'm probably not using right. What am I trying to say here? That beat my throw. There's probably a lot of stuff that I like should learn to use better. But the fact that his kit does have those tools all available to him, at basically any given moment. He is the Swiss Army knife character, as a Shoto would be.
You can count on your boys sometime, you know.
Is something... Hold on. Is something wrong with Strive? Is something wrong with my, like... the Sin model in my game? It looked very strange there for a moment. I forget the technical term for it. But there were, like... What am I trying to say? Like, he was weirdly morphed. And not in, like, a cool animation kind of way. No, like, it looked like a visual glitch. Maybe that was just me. I'll look at it again later. Get that low dash you can grab out of. You think it's a... Oh! The dash follow-up to his special moves. This. Yeah, I get what you mean. It does look like a low. It does low profile, I'm pretty sure. It does low profile, so maybe that's what's getting you. But the follow-up to all of Sin's special moves are mids. If you want to learn the matchup, when a special move comes out, the only thing Sin can follow that up with is a command dash or a safe on block mid, or I guess the DP isn't safe on block, but a mid. So there isn't really mix after a special move. You just need to recognize which is when the special moves come out. You can react to it. Oh yeah. I can't say that I react to it. I have a hard time reacting to Sin Dash. But supposedly it's reactable. Supposedly. Sin also has Stun Dipper. Oh, yeah. Good old Elk Hunt. With a +8 follow-up for some reason. I guess I can tell you that I can't do the dash follow-up without a special move before it. But I don't know if that'll help understanding that. You're reacting to it in the mirror? I saw that you were able to react to it with a grab. I saw that reacting to it. I'm not sure if you reacted to it at any other point. And I thought that was really cool. You just grabbed me out of it. I just generally, like, me personally, I just generally have a hard time reacting to that kind of stuff. Like, I still struggle with, Leo stuff. In both this game and Exerd. Like, I just cannot react to cross-through for my fucking life. God, that beats my... That beats the special move that's dedicated to, low crushing lows. Or... I think low crush is the right word. It beats the thing that beats lows. Nice. Gotta love Kai 5K. I love Kai 5K. It's probably my favorite button for that character. It's such a good button. And like Sin has a pseudo Kai 5K with 6K. It happened again. It anti-aired my low crush. It's even reversal safe if you hit it meaty enough. I love that meaty setup, by the way. I use it like all the time. Like, it's OTG 5K, dash cancel, and then immediate 5K. It's such a reliable meaty. And I learned how to do it off of basically any mid-screen throw on most characters that aren't too short. Like, I have a hard time doing it on Baiken and Giovanna. But everyone else, I'm like, I can do it pretty consistently as Kai. And it's just like, it's so reliable. And you can get like, a close slash link as a follow-up for a full combo. It's so nice. Reversal safe meaties are a universal thing in Grand Blue Versus? Are like, reversals just really slow in that game or something? I don't really know too much about Grand Blue. Gonna head to bed. Have a good one, Shuri. Thanks for sticking around for the stream. Nice job. Everyone in that game can meaty with a close. Is that a close L? Are there proximity normals in Grand Blue? Meaty light does seem pretty nice. Although I don't think you can do that in this game. Not with every character. Grand Blue has proximity normals. Okay, I didn't know that. I've played Grand Blue once in my life at a local for about 20 minutes. While waiting for the KOF setup to free up. And I enjoyed it. I think that game's cool. But I don't really know enough about the game to comment past that. It's fun and it's cool. And it has delay-based netcode, so I'm not gonna buy it myself. Oh, that was 5. Alright. We can do first to 5s. I keep going to 5 on accident. We can do first to 5s. Grand Blue's probably your favorite fighting game of the ones you play regularly? I'm kind of bitch-made. I can't play a delay-based netcode game regularly, except for Tekken, maybe. Like, I'm very much a rollback baby.
Are you ready
I need that sweet rollback to be able to play it. And I'll play delay-based games offline. I enjoy delay-based games when I play them offline. It's just I'm too much of a bitch to play them from the comfort of my own home. And the only exception to that has been Tekken, because I think Tekken buttons are slow enough that you don't really need to be super frame perfect with it, and the buffer is huge enough that you don't really need. It doesn't really feel that bad when you play it in delay, and the delay is a lot more consistent than other delay-based games. It's probably the best delay-based netcode. Local scene has a lot of Granblue players. That sounds tight. RTO has bought the game for 12 people. That's really sick. I don't know what price Granblue normally goes at. I feel like it's one of those like pricey games that never really goes on sale. But I also haven't like looked for a sale, so I don't know for sure. This is a really long loading screen. What's up? Did I fuck up somewhere? I've been having really weird connectivity issues recently. I don't know if it's on my end or what. I can Alt F4. We can try that. I think something might be wrong with the game. We're getting to the second chorus of Sky Should Be High. Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Strive Online kind of poopy right now. I heard the Xbox crossplay patch really fucked up Strive, which is why I was kind of hesitant to stream it. I wasn't sure how the oh, we're good. We're good. I wasn't sure how the servers were gonna handle me trying to stream it, or rather, I wasn't sure how the servers would be when I stream it. I make it sound like I'm the reason the servers went down. What a backdash. I don't know what his dust combo is. What the fuck did I just do? That was kind of cool. That was really cool. I don't know what I just did, but it was sick. It was probably like not the optimal combo, but it was fun. And that's what matters. Anyway, I think I was saying something. I completely forgot what I was saying before I did that weird-ass dust combo. JD in a combo? Is it not, like, a good button? I kind of treat, I call Sin's Jump Dust, his Bandit Bringer. Because it's very clearly supposed to be inspired by Bandit Bringer, right? I don't know if that's, like, a combo tool or what. I just never see Sin players go for it. Ooh, nice. A bit far. Is JD really that, like, combo unfriendly? I kind of want to see that combo again. Someone might clip him that. JD's not good for comboing? I don't really know what it does. I mean, I don't really know its properties, rather. I'm assuming it's, like, probably not air dash cancelable like other JDs are. So maybe that's the issue. Never seen anyone use it. It is really slow, which is why I assume nobody used it in neutral. Maybe there are combos for it and I just don't know about it, you know? God damn, I'm getting I'm getting like read like a book over here. Did Bridget just say poggers? Oh, she probably said Roger, but I heard her say poggers there. If you PRC it, you basically teleport to the ground. I never learned how to do those, like, the fast Roman cancels to, like, keep the momentum. I never learned how to do those. They're probably pretty easy. I just never, like, figured them out. Like, is it just, like, drift PRC and then interrupt it with a normal while you're drifting? Woo! It doesn't have to be fast, RC?
Who's next?
How does it work, chat room? I see him a lot on Twitter. I saw a really sick Twitter clip earlier today. That was like, Akai did Fooder arc into a PRC cancel. And like, he kept the momentum of the Fooder arc. And like, was able to air throw someone from full screen. Which I think is just really sick. The slingshot. I don't know if that's what people call it, but yeah. It does kind of look like a slingshot when people do it. Spaced. Spaced.
The battle's over. We're friends now, right?
Duel 1.
Let's see.
Let's rock.
Man, Sin is turning me into a degenerate. What's good, Toe Man John? How's it going? English stream or English dub rather. I was messing around with a. Excuse me. I was messing around with a Soul English voice mod earlier this like a couple days ago. And I wanted to see if it sounded good, so I switched to English dub, and I'm still on English dub. Because I never bothered changing it back to Japanese. Actually, you know what? I should change it to Korean. I've been told the Korean dub for this game is really good. I keep forgetting the Korean dub even exists. But I heard it's pretty nice. Korean Kai is sick. I think when the game first came out, I played it on Korean dub for a little bit, and I really like Korean Kai. Nice air throw, that was clean. You have a mod that makes him always Korean. I see those around. Like, make it so that the character's voice is always a certain language or a certain dub. And I was thinking of doing that for, always English Axel or something. But I never got around to finding it. I'm sorry you had to- Fuck! I messed it up. I forgot, you gotta go straight up for that's always combo.
Best victory ever.
I was thinking of finding the mods for all the British characters, and I'd make the British characters always speak English, because I think that's just really funny to me. There's like no real reason for it, I just thought it was funny. I'm dead here. I'm not dead here? God, that almost cool. Wanna hear your boy Octopimp? I'm not even like a huge fan of Octopimp's dub or anything like that. I just thought it was really funny how I'm gonna make the English character speak English. And I guess I can do that for the Japanese characters too. I'll make the Japanese characters always speak Japanese. Which would be basically just Bike and Anji, right? I don't remember. Is Nagoriyuki Japanese? I don't remember what country Nago's from. I'm so happy that my DP didn't come out, but I'm also really upset that my DP didn't come out. I know May's half Japanese. And I don't know how to, like, portray that in game. I'm gonna make it so that only half of her lines are in Japanese in the English dub. Tekken dub logic. I really like that kind. I really like games that let you change the dubs of characters individually. I know Street Fighter does it, and I know Skullgirls did it. And I really enjoy Tekken dub logic, which is like the main motivation here. But I also just like prefer one dub over the other for some characters. That's how it was in Street Fighter too. Like sometimes I just really preferred the Japanese dub over the English dub or something. Barrel! Or I mean Rave. Barrel's the no follow-up. I forgot. Viken Anji Mei. Tekken. I really like that about Tekken. I think they did it in Tekken 5. I think it's Tekken 5. Where some characters are, characters are dubbed based on their original language. And it's like the same across all versions of the game. I think that's super cool. And like the country that a character comes from kind of matters in that way, you know? There were a few outliers throughout the series, like when Tekken 6 came out. Because I played Tekken 6 when that came out. Leo spoke English for some reason, despite being German. Ah, fuck! I believe Miguel, the Spanish character, also spoke English on release. And then Josie doesn't speak Tagalog, she speaks English. And then Lars never got changed. Lars, the Swedish character, speaks Japanese and hasn't been changed since his initial release in Tekken 6. He has been speaking Japanese for Tekken 6, Tekken Tag, Tekken 7. I think he spoke Japanese in Tekken 8 trailer. You know, despite being born and raised in Sweden, I guess the Heihachi blood just overtook him and he only speaks Japanese. He's half Japanese. And the other half is Heihachi, so maybe the Heihachi half is just that strong. That was kind of mean. Ah, good reaction. Good reaction. He's a weeaboo? I suppose he is. If you can do electrics, you speak Japanese. You know what's another funny exception? I guess King and Armor King don't really count, because King is Mexican and Armor King is, I believe, American? They don't really count, but I'm gonna count them for this bit. Fuck. Whoa! I really expected that to hit and not just like stop directly in front of me. For real? Oh wait, I have the round down. You're not gonna burst here. Of course you're not gonna burst here. Why did I think you would burst here? I'm trying to think. Are there any other characters that like don't speak their native language? Where is God damn it, I'm forgetting her name. You know the character in the purple dress that Arslan Ash played for a bit? The character in the purple dress with the fucked up like glass arm? No, not Luan. The Tekken character, the Tekken character. Nice. Egypt. She's from Egypt. I'm forgetting her name, but she's the character from Egypt with the weird glass monster arm. Zafina, yeah! Yeah! I don't know what language they speak in Egypt, but like, she speaks English, right? Zafina speaks English.
Sorry, no installment plan. Pay up, please.
Guess what language they speak in Egypt? Is it Egyptian? I wasn't sure if Egyptian was a language, alright? I wasn't entirely sure. I didn't want to be wrong, okay? I didn't want to like be wrong and offend people. I also just don't like being wrong. like when you say it like that, yeah, it makes sense. They speak Egyptian in Egypt. But like, Imagine if I was wrong. I'd feel really bad about it. Ah, nice low. That was a good low. Sick. What other characters speak English in Tekken chat? Does Jack speak? There's a lot of characters that just don't speak. Like, they don't speak human languages. Like, both kings don't speak human languages. Jack doesn't speak. Dragunov doesn't speak for some reason. I guess Dragunov's kind of cooler for it, though, so it makes sense. That was a really late hit 6B. I got sidetracked. What were we talking about before this? I feel like I got completely sidetracked before I started talking about Zafina speaking Egyptian. It isn't like Star Wars rules where everyone speaks different languages, everyone understands each other. I think they just understand each other because it sounds cool. Like, there's not really a lore reason as to how a Japanese man speaks like Egyptian, or understands Egyptian rather, and Italian, and English. Everyone in Tekken is just a linguist. That was a really weird slowdown situation. Hearing the English VO just shout "L cunt" is really funny. I actually really like Sin Dub. It grew on me. I used to like think Sin Dub was okay, but now I really like it. I used to think it was mid, and now I don't. I love the "What's wrong" after Hawkbaker. That's like my favorite English Sin voice line. I realize I do the same block string a lot. I always do close life 6k, 2k, 6h. I should do something else. I say as I do the same thing again. I really gotta stop flowcharting. I notice I have that problem, especially when I play Kai. I flowchart mad hard sometimes. And it doesn't help that my flowchart's usually pretty strong. Ah, oh, man, nice. Nice, nice. Oh, that's a cool combo. I like that. That was neat. Oh, fuck! I realized that I have the Bad of the Bone mod, where every time Bridget does what is it? The Roger motorcycle move, it plays the little Bad of the Bone riff. I might get copyright struck for that. I hope I don't, but I might. And if that's the case, I'm just gonna have to delete this VOD, which is unfortunate because I kind of like it. I just jump scared by that? Yeah. Never thought about it. I didn't think about it when I installed the mod, because I installed it at a time where I wasn't really thinking of streaming Strive anymore. Or I installed it at a time where I was like, oh, I'm just gonna uninstall it next time I stream it. But I just forgot. It'd be kind of funny, but also really cringe. I mean, Bridget doesn't use it that often. Like, Ryland's used it like a couple times, but it's not like permeating throughout the whole VOD or anything like that. It's like a 3-second clip, at most, whenever it happens. I could have killed by RCing. I could have killed if I just RC'd. I was very ballsy for not RCing there. Get Rick and DMCA'd speedrun. I have been DMCA'd before. And when that happened, I usually just deleted the VOD or like cut that part out of the VOD. Why are you gray? That's a good question. Because I have no color in my life. I have a very boring... My life is like porridge. Alright? My life is like porridge and oatmeal. Very gray. And I just wanted to show that by being gray on the outside. Also, what's good, Bubbles Derpy? Welcome to the stream. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I've been DMCA'd before. Both on Twitch and on YouTube. For really dumb reasons. Like, I got DMCA'd for playing Bury the Light on stream. Which I thought was like, DMC-free music because it's like a video game OST, right? But apparently it doesn't count towards, it doesn't count as video game music. And I got copyrighted by some weird-ass company I've never heard of. What a counterpoke. That's good. That's good. I missed that somehow? Damn. Your life is not boring. It's the goofiest sitcom shit happen to you all the time. It's been kind of boring the past couple weeks because I haven't really left my house. Goofy shit happens to me when I leave my house, for sure. But I haven't really done that in a while. Actually, you know what happened, like, yesterday, chat? I say that, but you know what happened yesterday, chat room? What a grab! Holy shit, that was bold. Bold of me as well. Hold on. Give me a sec, What park am I in? I am in West Coast Park 2. I can put that on the screen later. But you know what happened yesterday? I took my... I was on campus to take my final, right? I only have one final this quarter. Whoops. Messed up my own combo. Or messed up RTL. And like, on my drive there was a car crash. Like, I watched the car crash happen. Cause like, it just rained last night, and the roads are still wet, and you know, people aren't usually used to driving on freshly rained on roads. Even though it's fucking California, that happens all the time. There was a car crash, and I was almost late to my final because of a car crash. And my professor is incredibly petty. She almost failed me for showing up to my final 5 minutes late because of this fucking car crash. I guess that's the whole story. For some reason I thought there was more to it. But that's the whole story. You're gonna head out. Have a good one, Rylan. Fun games. GG. We gotta play Sin Mirrors more often. Sin Mirrors are kind of fun. In, like, incredibly stupid ways.
Great fight.
Okay, that story was a lot more disappointing than I remember it being. But, like, I could have sworn I had a lot of, that's right, more to it. Put on the clown shoes sometimes. I love Sin, because he's just very much a clown shoes, go ham character. Go hard, go ham. Keep on swinging. Act like you're always plus. When they know how to counter poke you, you kind of have a hard time. But if they don't know how to counter poke you, go ham, go hard. Plus frames. Special cancels. Nice combo. Is this gonna reach? Wait, what the fuck? That wall broke? I was like half screen. Not played since this come out. You can do all the goofy, not true shit to me. Sin's pretty fun. He's nothing like Exert Sin. He's kind of like Exert Sin. A little bit. Was it the perfect version? Because that wall break from mad far? I didn't get the increased hit stun of the perfect version. Like, I didn't get the little hit stun indicator that showed that was the perfect version. It might have been. I don't know. A solid quarter of the screen.
Knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
I mean, quarter makes more sense. Maybe I'm just remembering the screen position wrong. Maybe it wasn't half screen. You know, I keep doing Sin's Eat. I don't even know what Sin's Eat bonuses are. I just enjoy ending box strings with it. Like, I don't even know what I just got in all of my Eat pulls there. It's like a weird gacha buff now, isn't it? It's like, it has a rarity and a buff type. Because they couldn't figure out a way to implement it into the game plan anymore or something? I don't remember. It's really bad. Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really get why it's still there. It doesn't seem to have a real purpose. Other than like, oh, you can do it to time your meaties a little better. Or you can do it after 2D to get a very small minor bonus. Why did I try to meaty... Why did I try to meaty Tyrant Barrel? It's got like 5 types and each type has 5 levels. It's like the levels are color-coded and the type is based on what meat he pulls out. Or something like that. Play me now. I'm gonna finish this first to 5 and I'll play it. Why did I do that? It worked. What an anti-air! Oh, excuse me. You're out. Have a good one, you. Oh, did I not have stamina? I thought I'd get the fall up there. Wow, you recovered in time! I didn't kill. I didn't kill. I should have gone for the wall break. I didn't kill. You're not allowed to drag and install and get away with it. I'm the only Kai that's allowed to do that. Okay, I wasn't sure. For a sec, I thought you were actually gonna get away with it, and I was gonna feel like a fool. But I learned this recently, because one of my friends did it to me constantly. If a super isn't frame 1, like Dragon Install is, you can buffer a reversal in the middle of the cinematic, and it'll actually come out the first frame and beat the super. So you can beat gaps into Dragon Install or even Dragon Install in neutral really reliably, but just like inputting Ride the Lightning or a DP, like whenever the cinematic played, which is just hilarious. What does Sin's VO do? He sounds. Sin's VO is oh god, I'm forgetting the name. I only know Sin's VO from Fire Emblem because of course I do. I know Fire Emblem voice actors, Fire Emblem dub voice actors. So I can't tell you what else he was in that wasn't Fire Emblem. I'm forgetting his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I swear I've said it before on stream. Cause it's like a VO I know. Nice. I'll look it up in a sec. I'll look it up on IMDb after this game. Oh shit! I think I did it too. Hey! We both had the same idea, I guess. I'm so oppressed. I'm sorry we had the same idea. Wow, you could really delay that follow-up, holy. Nice confirm. I didn't realize Stun Dipper would hit there. Oh, fuck! Nice. Nice. Lucian Dodge. Yeah, I know Lucian Dodge as, he dubbed the purple archer in Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem Echoes. That's the role I know him in. I'm not sure about any other roles he's done. Like father, like son, baby. Like father, like son, baby. Let me look up Lucian Dodge on IMDb real quick. Whoops.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here you go. Just me.
Nice air throw. The chase down, goddamn. I was trying to 6 feet. I was trying to 6 feet. I did not mean to just randomly super like that. Damn. All right. All right. All right. IMDb. He was in Gantz apparently. I don't even know what Gantz is. He was in the dub for Gantz. That's one of his most well-known roles. He was in Demon Slayer, which I heard was pretty good, or at least kind of popular. I don't really know too much about the anime. My roommates were big fans of Demon Slayer. I gotta stop looking at this. I gotta look at the screen. That's not jump cancelable. I couldn't DP through that. Maybe I messed up with it. That reached? He was in Prince of Tennis. He did the Amuro Ray dub. Lucian Dodge is Amuro Ray in all the dubs. Or not all the dubs. At least one of the dubs. He was in Halo Infinite. I heard Deathloop was pretty good. He was in Deathloop. I haven't played that game. What else is there? Yeah, I don't really know most of these, I'm not gonna lie. You're done playing Strive? GG, Spectacle. Actually, he's Amuro Ray in a lot of movies, actually. He was Amuro Ray in Hathaway.
Duel 1.
That reminds me. I gotta keep watching Gundam. I gotta watch Gundam again. I gotta get back on that. Cause I got interrupted by school stuff when I was in the middle of like rewatching 0079. So I'm gonna go back, watch 0079 again. That crossed me up. I didn't even realize. Maybe I'll go look for the dub of 0079 or something. I just gotta get back and like finish watching Universal Century like I said I would.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, Toman said he's never played a Sin before. I gotta pull out all I gotta pull out all the knowledge checks. Make it funny. Oh, fuck. He's in Danganronpa. Nice. Anti-air. Why did I do that? Did you ever play Danganronpa? No, I have never played any of the games. I heard they're pretty good. But I haven't played them. So, how many are there? There's 4. How many DR games are there?
Among Us!
Yo, Venom with a follow. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't direct that fuck at you. But what's good? Welcome to the stream. There are 3 games that have the trials and another weird third person. There's a third person shooter in Danganronpa. Are you for real? There's no way you're for real. That's not a thing. Why is there a third person Danganronpa game? Oh, it's Danganronpa? Yeah, we were just talking about how I've never played a DR game before. But I have friends that are like big fans of it. So I know a little bit about the games. I know they're like about a murder mystery and you need to like investigate the murder mystery yourself. Right? The shooter is very weird. I assume so. A shooter for a predominantly visual novel type game sounds like an incredibly huge departure from what anyone is used to. What the hell kind of like genre change is that? I messed that up real bad. Holy. The gameplay ain't bad or anything, but the plot is weird. You know, with a game like DR, that's like, again, it's a visual novel, right? Let me make sure I'm right on that first. You'd assume a visual novel series has, you know, at least a decent story or a story focus. What even came out? Because it wasn't DP. Oh! I forgot about that move! I'll ask my my Danganronpa friend their opinion on that in a bit. They probably have an opinion on that. Why did I air dash backwards? That's not a thing in this game. You don't really know how to describe DR. It's like all the game's stories are pretty good, but all of them are weird. I mean, I'm not unfamiliar to weird good stories. I kind of like those. I dig them. Did Sin just make a Metal Gear Solid reference? What the hell? Kept you waiting, huh? Like, what the fuck? Is it because he has an eye patch? Oh, the perfect character for our Metal Gear Solid reference. Sin Kisk. I don't know if this will reach. It's okay, apparently it's not gonna reach. It might have reached if I was Kai, but I probably would have also been punished if I was Kai. Half the characters are good, half of them are bad. Good and bad as in, like, well written or, like, evil. Because honestly, it could be either, and you could convince me of it. Enjoyable, I see. I mean, isn't the point of Danganronpa is that there's a lot of characters, and they all get killed off steadily or something? That kind of makes sense. Maybe they're just not all hits. That should not have worked. Ah, I got crossed up. Damn. People in the Phantom will defend characters to lose death. Makes sense. I am really RTL happy today, aren't I? I guess I always am. But like more so than usual. I don't know what Sin has to deal with that. I was gonna try using the overhead, but I don't know if it'll reach. I don't know if Danganronpa's really my thing. I don't know if it's the kind of game that I would like play on my own, but I might be able to play it on stream. I have a pretty long backlog of single player games I would want to play first though. Like I still have to finish Pokemon on stream, and then after that I gotta play Killer 7, which I'm actually kind of excited for. I heard Killer 7's pretty cool. At least aesthetically, I don't know if it's that good story-wise or gameplay-wise. Oh, fuck! The OTG? Are you for real? I thought I got the clean hit there. Like I gotta finish Pokemon. I gotta play Killer 7. I promised to play Sonic Frontiers. There's a lot of games on my backlog, and Danganronpa is just going to be added to that backlog. If I would ever play it. One thing you realize is you're really bad at circle inputs. By circle inputs, do you mean like the Ride the Lightning input? Yeah, I have God Hand to play too. By circle inputs, do you mean like actual 360s or the Ride the Lightning input? Because I'm pretty decent at the RTL input, but I am awful at 360s, dude. This might hit? I don't know. It did. I mean, it didn't get the third hit, but I got the rest of it. Danganronpa's a good stream game as long as no one backseats. I've been trying to get into more single-player games for stream. And usually people are pretty good about not backseating. And I kind of enjoy backseating sometimes if it's not, like, annoying and overdone. So, you know. I'm okay with backseating sometimes. Sin always gave me drunk uncle vibes rather than less than 10-year-old son Nikai. I don't know where the drunk uncle comes from, but I get not having the 10-year-old son vibes because he's kind of like a big guy. I messed up like the easiest combos of my life. Can you play? You can play next set. You might be my last set of the stream though. I'm getting a bit sleepy. I'm a bit eepy. Oh, like RTL. I like the RTL input. I actually like the RTL input more than quarter circles, but I understand if you're having trouble with it. I know a lot of people have trouble with it. Which park? I'm in West Coast 2. I am in West Coast Park 2. Offlet half circle inputs only on P1 side. I know, like, what you play on really affects that, so maybe it's the controller you're on. If you're on stick, I understand. Maybe if you're on pad, I also get it. I know a lot of box players actually struggle with the RTL input a lot. Your backlog is now 5 games instead of the whole Steam library. I realized that when I posted my entire fucking, like, every single-player game that I own that I haven't played yet, that's kind of a lot. So I try to reduce the backlog to the games that I actually want to play and want to stream. You play on keyboard? That kind of makes sense then. A keyboard is basically a hitbox, like, if we're gonna get technical, it's basically a hitbox. The one thing I can do better on controller is circles, because you just spin the stick. I feel like if I played on pad, I'd be a big fan of full circles, but I play on stick, and for some reason I just can't get the full circle fast enough. I'm just not used to it. I'm talking about 360s, by the way, not the RTL input. Are you for real? Are you for real? No! You're next to your station. We're doing first to fives. What a... Whoa! That's a lot of just defense. What the hell? That was a lot of just defense. What the fuck? That's a 2-frame window in this game. Was that like 5 just defense in a row or something? That's what it looked like. You're next to the station. I'll play you. I believe the score is 2-2 right now, so we'll finish the first of 5 and I'll play. Since you want Sin, I'm gonna Soul instead of Axel. Yeah, my Sin isn't as good as my Kai, I feel. Even though I've played Sin basically since his release, I also just haven't been playing as much Strive as I used to. So like my Sin just isn't as clean as my Kai, I think. Also, when Rylan was here, we were talking about it. Sin just like you play Sin and you can feel yourself becoming an animal. I play like an animal when I play this character. I just go in and go ham. I heard a button. I heard you press a button. That wall break was from insanely far. Wanna know something fucked up? When I play on controller, I do something like pot 2H into double circle. Wait, isn't that oh, double circle? I was gonna say, isn't that the normal heavenly input? No, it's double quarter circle. You're saying double circle. That is kind of fucked up. What the hell? Real ones play like an animal regardless of character. I mean, I play even more like an animal than usual. All right, let's put it that way. I play like a goober when I play Sin. That's not punishable. Or maybe it wasn't punishable that range or something. I don't know what the recovery is on that button. On that super. I started Strive like 2 weeks ago. I always play like an animal. Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. Listen, man, I have all the excuses in the world. I played Plus R and Exerd yesterday. I've been playing a lot more Plus R than anything. And Strive Sin doesn't exist in either of those games. I got every excuse in the world. Strive is a game for animals. I guess so. I guess Guilty Gear is a series for animals. Like, let's be real here. Every Guilty Gear game has, you know, some characters that just promote that playstyle. You just spin the stick really fast. That is easier than trying to be precise. Are you for real? You know, I get what you mean by that, and I admire the honesty. I admire the grit to be able to do that. But I'll never understand why you wouldn't just do quarter circles. Guilty Gear's feral. Dude, there's some Guilty Gear characters that just like, you gotta go ham. You gotta go in. Like I was playing Order Soul yesterday. It felt so good going ham, you know? I'm beating my chest. I'm the gorilla of the jungle, baby. I say that, but I'm getting zoned out mad hard right now. I haven't played this match with this Sin. Not 100%. Round one does. Oh, obviously he just gets it. Never mind. Just like usual. Oh, I didn't get that fast enough. We love violence out here. Should I make like a violence emote? I feel like my emotes are already pretty... Get that point across. Oh, speaking of emotes, do my follower emotes work? Do you guys have access to the backwards Venomong Us? You do! Okay, good. Fuck. Ah, nice, they work.
That was too easy.
Alright, this is gonna be the last game. Yeah, I love Venomong Us. That's one of the reasons I came back to Twitch after streaming on YouTube. I really missed seeing Venomong Us on my stream. Which is a really weird reason to switch platforms, but I enjoyed it. My RTL, no! What is the Rick and stream without Ven Among Us? I haven't seen Ven Among Us in months. Do you still have the Obama Among Us follow alert? Yes, we do. I haven't changed any of my follow alerts. Just because I never felt a need to. Like, even when I did switch platforms, I never felt the need to. I need to vary my approach a little bit. I don't think that low profile is, what's it called? Renson. No, Renson goes really low. There's no way I can low profile Renson there. I can low profile 5B for sure. Your in-game name is Tacos? Yes. It's been a while. But I remember I played you before. An emote that's more feral? How so? An emote that's more feral. I'm trying to remember, like, do I have any, like, violent emotes? GG's to him, man. Let me check. Not really. I have this. That's the closest I have, I guess. To a violence emote. Took me a while to remember to throw with dust. I know, right? I played like a couple warm-up games earlier to like make sure I remembered. Station don't work, hell. Let's try this station. Station don't work, hell. Like, whenever I switch from another Guilty Gear to Strive, or the other way around, I always grab with the wrong button for the first, like, 3 games. So I made sure to play 3 games before I turned on stream today. I like this emote when I'm going feral mode. It's Bia 40 Chaos. I don't see whatever the emote is. Did you type it wrong? Or do you not have it? Maybe your sub expired or something.
I'll say sorry in advance, in case I make you cry.
Alright, this is gonna be the last set of the stream. I already mentioned that earlier, but, you know, just as a reminder. Last first to 5. Nice short and sweet 2-hour stream. Why doesn't it appear in your chat? There's a chance it might be a better What the hell are you doing? There's a chance it's a better TTV emote or something, which I might not have it enabled. I went and enabled some BTTV emotes. God damn, you're really going feral right now. I haven't gotten like all the BTTV emotes that I like meant to do. So if it is, just like remind me later or tomorrow even. You were talking when Jack just defaulted to jump forward at the start of the round. I did. There were a few moments where I was talking a bit too much and I like wasn't thinking about my approach. But overall, I was just getting zoned out. That was just like clean zoning. It should work. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Maybe you had a typo or something. I don't know. Oh shit! I launched you too high. I launched you way too high before the timer barrel. God damn it. Fight like a cornered animal, baby! That's a different emote from a different streamer. I see. I saw the wild throw! I saw the wild throw! Shit, I missed? For real? I thought that would reach. I guess it's because I didn't have that much meter. Are you for real, dude? What the fuck? That worked? Are you for real? You spaced out the DP and did charge dust? That's tight. You're heading to bed. Have a good one, Toe Man,
How's that,
John.
old man?
Toe
You
Man.
buzzed yet?
Were you here? Wait, Toe Man, are you still here? Were you here for the when I was talking about the stream idea I was having? Okay? You might have seen it in the Discord chat, but I actually have a lot of progress on that little game show idea that I'm having. But basically, I have like a little. I totally forgot, bro. I have this little game show planned, and I have a bunch of like fighting game streamers already planned as guests, where I show you a character design, like art of a character, and you need to guess. Goddamn nice. If the character is a fighting game character, a VTuber, a gacha character, or a Fire Emblem character. Yes, you've seen it on Twitter. I have a lot of progress on it, actually. I have a lot of characters already, like, ready for this. Which is, like, part of the reason why this stream was so late. Because I was looking for characters for this. Like, I was planning on streaming earlier this evening. But I got, like, so preoccupied with, like, finding characters for this that I kind of, like, did that for several hours and then also fell asleep. I'm probably gonna work on it some more and like do it after spring break, so in like a week and a half or so. But I feel like it'll go really well based on the characters that I already have. Try to think of some characters and send them your way. Yeah, I'm basically like asking people to DM me character designs that would like fit the bill for that type of game. I can show if for the people sticking around after stream. I know Toman's going to bed. But for the people sticking around after this set, I can show you like a few of the slides. There's a lot of bandit bringing. Fuck! This is gonna hit. This is actually gonna hit if I don't PRC. I forgot I had meter. It was good. The caught. Hell yeah. Yeah, have a good one, Tom, man.
Oh yeah! I nailed it!
They put Drenblue characters in old. I did like include little like stipulations that I'm gonna try to limit characters that are like both fighting game characters and gacha characters. So like all of Fate doesn't really count towards any. Because Fate's a big enough franchise to be its own thing. All fighting game characters that have appeared in gachas are fighting game characters first and foremost. Stuff like that. Like, the goal of this isn't to have those weird, like, gacha... Not gacha. Those weird, like, technically one or the other characters. I want it to be, like, legitimately confusing. Like, you see this design and you're not sure. These are certainly bandit bringers, solely. I cannot believe I comboed after that. Man, I don't even do that for like the characters I play in other the characters I actually play in this game. Air to air in a juggle? Damn. Or grounded juggle rather. I like the emote a lot. I wanted to add more Neko Arc emotes to my animated emote slots. But I feel like I can't do that because I don't play Melty Blood type Lumina that much. I play M back way more than type Lumina. But I'd be adding type Lumina sprites. Nice 5k. Wait, I hit it too far, bro. Need more Neko Arc always. I try to limit my emotes and my emotes and stickers in the Discord server to games I play and preferably characters I play. But I might make an exception for type Lumina and Neko Arc. I've been meaning to play more type Lumina anyway. I have a lot of copium for this, or I have a lot of excuses for why I would do it. I felt a bullet whiz past my head. That 5H whiffed. I was about to press into that. Do you know? Bandit Bringer to punish is very bold. I probably had a better joke, but that Bandit Bringer to try to punish the RTL like completely caught me off guard. Made me forget my punchline. Made me drop my punchline. Man, you have a lot of Neko Arc emotes. Where are you getting these? Whoa! Man, that combo is so easy on Soul. That combo is so easy on Soul. It's so much harder on a lot of other characters, but Soul is just the perfect weight and size. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good, sounds good. My 6P. Did not come out. A bar A58! What the fuck? Whoa, whoa, what the fuck was that? That was cool, whatever that was. It's the drift thing I was talking about before. That was sick. I like that. You gonna throw me? What was that downward slingshot? Is it actually called slingshotting? It would make sense if it was. Is that what that technique is called?
How's that, old man? You buzzed yet?
Alright, that's 5. GG's. GG's, Marco. Heard a lot of people call it slingshot. It makes sense. It does look like a slingshot. I think it's because not a lot of... Like, why would you... What purpose would it serve, right? Like, Bandit Bringer teleport down to the ground. Like, wouldn't it be better to just let the Bandit Bringer rock and then red RC? I'm not really sure, like, maybe that's why it's not common. I don't know. And by that I mean Eno and Bridget Discord. I see. Gunflame. I like to do the slingshot thingy a lot with Axel. It seems really fun. I want to learn it at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright. Chat room, before I log off for the night, I want to show what I was talking about with this little game show idea that I had. Also, let me put some music on so we're not sitting here in complete silence. Okay, give me a moment. I don't know if that soundtrack is DMCA free, so I'm not gonna play that. That for sure is not DMCA free. Why the hell is it so hard to find DMCA free songs these days? Oh hell yeah, I like this one. Okay. Alright. So, the title's still in work in progress. Don't mind the title. VTuber, Fire Emblem, gacha character, or fighting game character. The general idea... Yeah, it's in Google Slides, because of course it fucking is. Everything I do is in Google Slides. The general idea is that I'm gonna show you... Hold on, let me find a good example for this. I'm gonna show you a character design. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a blurb of their lore, what they do, who they are. And you have to guess, or not you, chat. I guess chat room can play along, but the contestants have to guess: is this character a VTuber, a Fire Emblem character, a gacha game character, or a fighting game character? And if they guess correctly, they can also try to guess, like, if it's a Fire Emblem character, which Fire Emblem game did they come from? If it's a gacha character, what gacha did they come from? What fighting game did they come from? If it's a VTuber, what agency did they come from? I'm only doing agency VTubers because I didn't ask any permission from, like, indie VTubers for their likeness. So I'm gonna try to, like, stick to agency VTubers. Gacha and Fire Emblem characters are gonna be super easy pickouts. Okay, hold on. Let me find a. I'll pull out one of the hard rounds, just to, like, show that this does work. All right. This game show idea does work. All right. This guy. He's an amnesiac assassin and a bodyguard who knows 18 different fighting styles. His whole story is that he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know why he knows 18 fighting styles. So he's just trying to figure everything out. In his, like, in-universe. That's his main motivation for taking part in the thing he's doing. I'm being, like, purposely vague here. He's a VTuber. Either VTuber or gacha. 2004 self-insert OC. Well, you are correct. Oh, one of you is correct. It's a gacha game. But, here's the thing. What gacha is he from? What gacha is he from? No one is going to guess this correctly. He's from Mahjong Soul. He's a Mahjong character. His thing is that he plays Mahjong to try to get information from the people he plays against. Like, a lot of characters are kind of like, it's kind of difficult because, like, I tried to go out of my way and find characters that are, like, intentionally, they could really be any of the four. Like, this is another good character. Like, could honestly be any of these four. Like, you look at this guy, he could be a VTuber. A lot of VTubers have furry elements. A lot of VTubers have, like, the you know, fox-like features. He could be a Fire Emblem character. There is a Fire Emblem series where there are animal people. He is a gacha game character. Big spoilers, he is a gacha game character. And, you know, he looks like he could be a fighting game character, like a twink of some sort. No, this is a gacha character. This is Mahjong Soul again. I'm gonna try to, like, expand it so it's not just Mahjong Soul as the only gacha game. But, like, that's just, like, a proof of concept. Like, this does work as a game show, I think. Why was there Among Us in the early slides? One of my mods, Dymax, he asked me to include this character in the tutorial round. He is a fighting game character that appears in Among Us Arena. Or a day, I should say, because imposter can be anyone. Why is Mahjong Soul so good? There's a few gacha characters that, like, I can feasibly convince anyone is from any of these games. Like this dude, he's a gacha character. These are big spoilers, by the way. I don't think anyone in chat is gonna be a contestant in this particular iteration of the game, but these are pretty big spoilers that this is a gacha character. Is Among Us Arena actually a thing? Yes, it's a real fighting game that is free to download and free to install, and I believe it has rollback. And its gimmick is that every character, or every different color imposter has a different special move. Why did my music end? I forgot to loop it. Okay. So yeah, that's just like a proof of concept, what I've been working on. I have a bunch of fighting game streamers that said they were potentially interested in playing along. And I'm probably gonna go in and improve upon this. Maybe get more ideas, get more characters that can feasibly be any of the 4 categories, like, easily. Get Sagem over here. I know people were joking about me getting Sagem in, but I don't think there's any possibility of me getting Sagem onto the show. At least not on the first one. Maybe if I make this a recurring thing, and I get it to be popular enough, maybe I'll get there. But baby steps. We're starting small. We're starting small. That one's Kyle. I have a whole, like, subcategory of characters that look like Kai. I was gonna, like, go out of my way to look for characters that look like Kai. Like, this dude straight up looks like Kai. Yeah, I was gonna have, like, a little bonus round. Oh, all these characters look like Kai Kisk. The funny thing is, there's a chance the Kai round is like 90% VTubers. There's a lot of VTubers that look like Kai. There's a lot of VTubers that look like Kai. Yeah. Some of these are like I'm proud of some of the picks I chose. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these I think are really strong. I don't think anyone's gonna get this one. Or maybe someone's gonna get this one. Like I'm pretty proud of some of them. Others I just included to be like, oh, I'm gonna give you a freebie or something. It's just gonna be like a softball round, or I do it just to get to the part where I get the contestant to like guess what game they're from or guess their name. But I'll figure that out later. When would this happen? Sometime in April. Because I'm gonna be gone for spring break. And I also just want time to maybe set up the game a little more. Maybe figure out who's gonna be available at what times. I think... What weekend do I come back? I think I'm gonna try to do it on, like, April 7th. Possibly. Obviously, that's not set in stone. But, like, sometime around then. Can I share a funny? What's up? April 7th is DreamHack? Fuck! What did you send me? An error occurred. Whatever it is, it's scaring my PC. I'll look at it after stream. Or actually, hold on. I can look at it on my phone. If it doesn't give me copyright struck, I'll check it out. Okay. That might get me copyright struck. I don't want to touch that. I know the meme, and I really enjoy the song that the meme is based on. But I don't want to test if the audio is actually the song. I really like Jamiroquai, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It is the song? Okay, then yeah, I'm not gonna play it. I'm definitely not gonna play it. But I appreciate it. I will check it out in a sec. Dodge the bullet. Yeah, we dodged the bullet there. Let me check my phone real quick. Okay. IB's on deck. Fucking IB'd that. I parried that bullet. Okay. This character on the screen right now is probably the only one that I intentionally picked to be confusing. Do people... What's people's guess on this? I feel like this one might be a little too unfair. You know it? If you've played the game, you know... I guess you've played the game. Because, like, I feasibly don't think a single person would guess Fire Emblem. It's too, like... I feel like the microwave really would have hard read fighting game. You know, that's a really bold read. I feel like it's way too, like... It's way too obviously trying to be VTuber. Yeah, it feels like it's too obvious in trying to be VTuber. Is this EX2 Nanase? I don't know who that is. Like, this is one of the ones I'm doubting. Because, like, I feel like if I include this, it's too obvious that it's not VTuber, because it's too obviously trying hard to be VTuber. Don't really think it's a VTuber design? I feel like it could be a VTuber design, right? Yeah, this is a Fire Emblem character. She appears in the spin-off. The TMS, Sharp FE. Which, like, does make her a Fire Emblem character, yeah. Fire Emblem designs have gotten very VTuber core recently. I'd argue that Fire Emblem designs have been VTuber core for a while, but they've been pixelated. So it's like, if you just like redrew the same character, it would look like a VTuber. If you just redrew the same character in like modern art style. Don't say TMS, you're gonna be sued by Lupin the Third? What? What does that even mean? I'm gonna try to like look for more character designs that like fit this little game show I'm trying to create. But yeah, that's just like a little update on how far I've gotten on it. Don't know any Fire Emblem characters except the ones in Smash. That's good. That means you're like one of the prime targets for this game show. Or like you're the target audience, I should say. All right, I'm gonna call stream there. Who should we raid? Who's online right now? Let me go look. Let me go open up Twitch. Who are we raiding, chat room? Is Last Cody still on? I saw Last Cody was on earlier. Oh, she is. Okay. Let's raid Last Cody. Yeah. I was joking about this earlier. Like, at the beginning of the stream, I was saying I always raid Last Cody. And I was like, oh, I should look for other people to raid. But I should just raid Last Cody right now. What's the raid message? I still don't know anything about Resident Evil 4. Make up a fake Resident Evil 4 spoiler. Like make it really obviously fake and tell Last Cody that I beat the game before them. And that I wanted to spoil that part of the story, I guess. That's a really lame message. That's an incredibly lame... The dog dies? Is there a dog in RE4? So you played old RE4, so that's gonna be hard. Make something up. Make something up. Leon is, it's at the end of the game. It turns out Leon was a VTuber. No, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Leon says it's evil time. Did you get to the part where Leon goes, it's biohazard in time? Yeah, go with that. Sure. Just don't be annoying about it, I guess, is my only request. Have a good one, chat. Where's my raid button? What the fuck? Why isn't it working? Let me raid, damn it!